I'm going to show you how to use AI to find a niche that's ripe for being dominated by AI strategies so you can sell a lot of products online and make a lot of money in 2026. Here is how we prompt AI to give us the niche research, okay? We want to sell products between 2K and 15K in value. That is a really, really good hotspot right now for AI disruption so we can dominate quickly. We want to focus in one area, one problem, need, hobby, etc. Could be something like people who want to buy things for their boat, could be something like someone who's looking to set up a small beauty business. They need things like pedicure chairs, massage tables, hair dye, etc. Ultimately, we want to serve one person so we can disrupt that market, that niche with our AI strategies. We're going to get a list of potential niches, and there's a few criteria. We don't want to enter a branded space. We don't want to be competing with BMWs, Teslas, Samsung, Panasonic. We want good quality domestic brands in the US that we can partner with, but that aren't household names. And what it's going to give us is a big list, and we can have a look through and we can see, do any of these sort of resonate with us? Do we want to go after them? And you can see they're really varied, B2B, B2C, some great options. I'm going to start showing you how you then dive in that level further to find out where the gold is. So we use a direct API connection to Data for SEO. This powers the really expensive online keyword research tool so we can find out where it's underserved so we can come in with our AI strategies and dominate both in paid ads and in organic. So here's my custom GPT and it's directly connected to this API. So I can prompt it and I can essentially use it to help me find those gold niches where there's a lot of opportunity. And the first one I'm looking at here is this golf lover building a simulator at home. You can see it's given me all of the monthly search volumes, but it's also highlighted to me that the competition at the moment is very high for a lot of these. The CPCs are also really high. So this might be a difficult space to grow quickly, even leveraging some really high quality AI strategies. If I start to delve in a little bit further and I can prompt it more, I can see that the overall reality is Launch Monitor, for example, great volume, great average price point. I've had a look and there's some really expensive, 3.5K, 5K, some really great brands. I've also found online that there's this drop shipping store that is working directly with some really good manufacturers. But the reality is that it's hyper competitive, and some of these terms are going to be very, very hard to rank for. And therefore, this is not the best place for me to make gains very, very quickly. So I'm going to go after another one. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board, back to the list, and see what else I might like the look of. And I found one here, which is the coffee business owner. So they might own a cafe or a mobile, sort of coffee cart, etc. That feels like someone I would enjoy serving. So again, I'm going to have a look at, for these products, what is the situation looking like in terms of competitiveness? So you can see, again, I get all the search volumes and I can see the CPCs for some of these aren't as bad, although there are spaces where they're really, really high, but the competition organically, again, is very high. This kind of makes sense. It is really, really high ticket. And, some of these products, if I have a look at someone who's currently doing this, they are drop shipping direct from manufacturers in this space. The average order value is really high. There's loads of high quality brands, but the competition is ripe. So again, I'm avoiding making a mistake here. I'm making sure that I don't see products that look great and great monthly search volumes, really high ticket prices, and think, right, let's get in there. And then 3 months down the line, I'm struggling to make gains a little bit because the competition is so high. And again, based on the data, it's showing me that the revenue value is really, really strong, but the SEO value is really, really tough. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board again. This is why we get it to produce so many. And I'm just going to take the next one on the list, okay? Backyard farmer, homesteader, someone who basically wants to grow their own food. We could even expand it to people who want to grow their own crops, all that sort of thing. Maybe they want to grow, things for medicinal purposes, things for food, etc. And they need, chicken coops, greenhouse kits. Okay, cool. Let's see whether that has an opportunity. So if we go and we again prompt our GPT to give us some information on these products, we are going to see, okay, so some good monthly search and some low. Greenhouse kit seems to be good. The CPCs are all pretty low, so that's interesting. Even though the competition at face value looks high, we're going to need to prompt further because the CPCs are looking really attractive for this niche, and the volumes of some of these products is really good. So we look at walk-in chicken coops. Okay, excellent category for a niche e-commerce retailer. Interesting. Greenhouse kits. Okay, this should be a primary authority pillar on our page. It's a high intent one. And again, it's a really strong keyword we could get after. Lots and lots of monthly search volume. So let's get into the next level of detail. And we can see here that It's given us the matching of the primary keywords we would be going after, and now it's going to give us a view of what's currently ranking and what we could do. So, niche brands are ranking for walk-in chicken coop, and there's good volume. Okay, moderate competition, that's good, very rankable. Okay, interesting. So it looks good from a cost per click paid ads perspective, and this chicken coop keyword looks very rankable for as well. Greenhouse kits, this is a very, very heavy monthly volume keyword. Okay, what's it got to say here? Okay, there's some very generic content. There's some strong domains that we're difficult to compete with, but some poor content. Okay, so if we do a really good job with our content, which we've got AI strategies for, we could get after this one. Okay, so it's going to be harder, but possible. High tunnel greenhouse, though, has very, very low keyword difficulty. This is a very easy, high opportunity place for us to rank. Some clear commercial pages that we could sell from. Electric fence for chicken, again, low to medium competition. Okay, this is starting to look like a really good option for us. Again, compact tractor attachments for those sort of home prosumers looks like a really good opportunity for us to partner with equipment dealers and rank and make sales. Right, so I've had a quick look here at just one of the examples, high tunnel greenhouse. These sorts of products, I can see there's real high ticket value in here. So what I would possibly do is I'd do a bit more research and then I'd dive into building a Shopify store, because that's the next step. Is let's get a demo store live, which we can do very easily, so we can start contacting some suppliers and getting some products to sell. And that's when we can start dominating some of these keywords where we found opportunity. So what I've done here is I've grabbed a prompt that we have in our school community. In our school community, we show you how to do all of this niche research. We show you what the tools are. We give you them so you can add them into your own GPT. And then essentially you can go ahead and build your demo store and start making sales. So I have put a prompt in here that I need a logo and a color scheme and a font for my new e-commerce retail store. It's going to be serving backyard farmers and home growers. I've given it the products and the type of customer. People who, ultimately like a simple, homely life. They create good organic food at home. They enjoy the process. And what it has given me here is an initial logo that I can use for my store, some color scheme that I can use to build my Shopify store, and the font as well. As easy as that in under 30 seconds. So you can see, of course, I've accelerated this process. You would spend a bit more time, but you can see how in a matter of hours, you can use the power of AI to find which markets are underserved, which ones you can come in and grow fast, and then also how quickly you can go from that niche idea to starting to build out a demo store, getting partnerships with suppliers, and making sales. That is why this is the best starter business model to start making an income that replaces your 9 to 5 fast. And it is ripe for disruption with AI. If you want more of those strategies, they are all on my channel. Follow and subscribe for more.